Gemini, it's time for a pivot in what you have been believing for, working for, building. That's what this feels like. Limitations is out here as the first card. It says, obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought or simply choose something better for you. It's not as easy for you though, Gemini, as what this card is indicating. You know, the card is written out like, okay, just ditch it, move on. There's a vibe that's coming up, and I'll get some tarot cards out here to refine this message, that there's a pivot needed, but it's not easy because the path that you've been on, this feels incredibly entrepreneurial too. The path that you've been on, you've had in your mind a vision for how this is supposed to go, and you really believe in it. It makes total sense to you. You probably really spent some time crafting and carefully curating what this plan would look like, but something is not quite showing up the way that you wanted it to, or the way that it could. There's some type of sense of limitation that's coming up, something getting in a way, and it feels like Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to pivot. It's okay to look at another way to navigate this so that you can get the results that you deserve. Ending is another card that's out here, and it says you may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So I'm speaking to different folks here because there is this vibe for me that feels incredibly entrepreneurial. It could be that some of you, you're ready to get out of the traditional 9 to 5, take the skills that you have and create your own business, or you just want to go into something different. You're thinking about going to school, just trying something different altogether. And for some of you, you have been building something for some time. You've been doing your thing, and the customers aren't showing up the way that you know that they should be. The quality of what you have is good. The product that you have is wonderful. Your strategies are wonderful. But again, there's some type of pivot. And for some of you, it's a total ending to something that has to happen so that it can free you to be innovative. Innovation is another card that popped out here. And it says you will need to come up with new strategies, to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test your ideas. And what this is, it's about the business growing, but it's also to keep you fresh as well. That's what's coming up. It's to also keep you in the game, to keep you with your fingers on the pulse of the people that you are marketing to. It's to keep you on the pulse of your career. So this change, this pivot that's needed, it's going to serve you for the most part. This is really just about you. Reflection beneath the deck, and it makes total sense for all of the cards that are out here, Gemini. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. For some of you, you need confirmation that this week, this month, next year, it's going to be okay for you to actually live your dream. And a lot of my readings go there. I'm one of those kind of readers. Like, I want people to break through and have their dream, because listen, Gemini, when you're happy and you're well and you're gifting us with your beauty, we all grow. That's how I feel. And so I'm just going to keep it real with you before I get these cards out here. This is about you. I'm getting chills. This is about you living your dream. You've been putting it on hold. Life gets in the way. It usually does. But there's something that it's time to let go of. I was also seeing in my mind's eye the 7 of Pentacles, where you're looking over your harvest. Is it growing? Is it dying? I can't tell if it's grown more, died more over the past 7 years, 7 months. And you're probably feeling like that. And so Spirit is encouraging you, if you have not started doing this, is to reflect over your wins, reflect over your losses, of course, because that's going to help you understand how to pivot. And then for some of you, it might just be time for you to do what it is that you really want to do. And for so long, for some of you, you have been making yourself believe that what you're doing is your true dream because it fits, it makes sense, it keeps the family happy, you know. But for some of you, you got a real thing in your heart that you really want to do. And it kind of feels like Spirit is like, okay, so where are we at on that? Okay, Gemini. Now let's get a little bit out here about the overall vibe that you're in, and then we'll get some advice, and I'll stop running my mouth and you can keep scrolling and keep going on about your beautiful life. Thank you, guide angel spirit guides. For Gemini, a little bit of housekeeping. If anyone's DMing you, messaging you, pretending to be me, friend, it is not me. I'm not open for readings right now. Please block, report the page. Do not give anyone your time, your money, okay? Be careful out there, friends. Please, I want you healthy and safe, okay? God, angel, spirit guides. Overall energy for Gemini. What are they working through right now with their beautiful selves out there in the world? Let's see. Okay. Ooh. You're unclear. I think that's the moon. It's upside down. Well, that popped all the way over there. Okay. Oh, hey. Okay. This is the moon. Okay. All right. There's a lot that's coming up. It's hard for you to simply just pivot or decide to close something down or end something because there's a lot invested here. There's emotion. You know, you have days where maybe you're a little bit upset. You're in your mind about it. There's some frustration about it. You have the Queen of Swords here. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Thank you, guide angel spirit guides. You also have the Knight of Cups out here. You also have the Queen of Wands out here. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy to see in a money, career, fortune reading, because especially in this position, because what is around you is you have this charm. You have the thing, the it factor for you to go after this goal or to make the pivot that you need to. Now, for some of you, it's about engaging that heart. You are looking in your heart, like what really makes me happy, what really brings me joy here. And for some of you, what has kind of, this is going to get very specific. For some of you, the challenge that you're working through is that the pivot that you need to make in this entrepreneurial project or in your money career, whatever that is for you right now, has to do with your partner, has to do with love. And there's something happening in your love life that has changed or that is changing, that is pushing you to have to make some different decisions about how you're showing up in your money, your career, your fortune, your finances here. Now you have these two different queens here. So there could also be that there's a sister, a parent, a mama-in-law, I'm looking at her, that is having some influence on your decision-making. For some of you, I'm just going to keep it real, Gemini, and this is not usually like you, but it tends to happen to the best of us, right? For the sake of love and family. You could have an in-law that you are trying to please or to show that you are a wonderful provider, that you are a good partner or spouse to your spouse. And some of what you are doing, you're trying to hold on to it and stay in this career, stay in this path because you want to show them that you have integrity and all of these wonderful things. It just kind of feels like there's someone who is kind of, here she go. There she go, right there. It just kind of feels like there's someone who also might be in the energy having an influence on the decisions that you're making. For some of you, it is a boss. It's a supervisor who is, that was showing up in my Cancer reading as well. The Queen of Wands also showed up in my Cancer reading, so I could also be talking to a Gemini Cancer cusper, so keep that in mind. But there is some influence here that's getting in the way, and it's kind of shrouding your joy. It's kind of, you know, having a dampening impact on your sense of abundance right now. That's mainly what's coming through. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. For Gemini, let's get some advice out here. That's a tough energy to be in. You got some people around you having an influence. Boss, mother-in-law, maybe your own mom, maybe just the voices in your mind from programming, from how you were raised about who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do. But then again, there's this element of love. For some of you, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, you're wanting love. You're wanting to connect with someone, and it's something about your job, your career that takes so much of your time. Your identity is wrapped in it so much until it's having an impact on your love life. That's also coming through. God, angel, spirit guides, for Gemini, please. What's the advice? What do you want Gemini to know for their higher purpose, for their dreams, for their goals, for their wise decision making, for their breakthrough, for their surrender to prosperity and abundance in their lives. God, angel, spirit guides, what do you want Gemini to know? Let's see. Okay, there's opportunity, long-term investment. Something's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. Anything else? Okay, what else? Okay. Yeah, you got the death out here again. Okay, there's something that you got to close up and end, and it's going to be hard. You're going to have to use that confidence to end it. It might not be a complete relationship that has to end, or it could just be the way something has been going and into, again, that pivot and into a style of something unfolding, and that needs to end here. And then you also have that protecting energy. This feels like you are bound for success, okay? You are bound for success. The Seven of Wands shows that you are bound for success. Stand your ground, keep believing in yourself, but you do have to pivot. You might have to expand your net to a different market. You might have to integrate innovative modalities to whatever it is that you're doing that maybe is more up to date, that you don't feel so confident in, or you're a little bit nervous about. But if you keep going, this is spirit definitely telling you, keep going, stand your ground. You are clear about what it is that you want, and you get to have it. There's breakthrough out here, so clarity here. When you get clear about what it is that you want, the lifestyle that you want, what you choose for yourself, things begin to clear up. Now you also have the Four of Pentacles here. There's something about this business, there's something about this job that you don't want to let go of, and Spirit is asking you, are you holding on for the money? Are you holding on because it's security for you? Four in the tarot for me, or in numerology, is a caution energy. So this is a 4 here. And so it's like, okay, is this where you want to stay? Because there's something that you're holding on to that you might feel is supporting you, but it's limiting you. And it's going to be important to have strength. Now, this was in reverse, kind of like that 4 of Pentacles here. So the strength card being in reverse is, I'm talking to someone, Gemini, who's been sacrificing a lot for other people. You've been wanting to make people happy. And there's someone in your life where you're on this track, you're on this path, and I'm so sorry, I didn't mean for this to be this lengthy. I intended for this reading to be 7 minutes, almost done though. You have intended to make someone happy, or to be pleasing, or to be a good teammate, but something about how this has been turning out, or how this is playing out, it's not serving you. It's not healing you. You know, the upside down lion is a hungry lion, okay? And so you need to feed yourself as you go on this journey. When you decide to get clear about how you're going to go about this, and you really double down and you get strong, you accept what's not working because you're reflecting, and you want to heal this energy here and go after this. When you decide to do that, you're going to be bound for success, and it's not going to be easy to do. It's not going to be easy to do, but that is Spirit's advice to you, that there is potential here. The strength is here, and I'll say this last thing. The strength is here as a reminder that you can do this, as well as the 7 of Wands. You have the strength to do this. You're guided, you're protected, but you must not let anyone dissuade you once you accept your truth. That is the breakthrough. I love you. Sorry about that being so long. You mad at me? Don't be mad at me, okay? I'll see you next week. I love you. Bye.